Yeah. I guess.
All right. So what are we going to do first? We're already into the... All right, so we're only going to do this for 20 minutes, and then we'll do 2 longer ones, all right?
Okay.
Dragons. We just lost 2 people. We need to start. You good?
And then I gotta find what they did with PA.
They definitely don't want to see us eating on stage.
I don't. That's why I'm just eating fries.
Yeah, same. Good?
We're almost there.
Right.
I'm trying to get YouTube behind you there. So we're going to be broadcasting online? Yeah, and I'm trying to, but the problem is something in this building. Find it. What are we doing first?
Just quick sketches.
Just like a warm up or anything?
Like, how long do you want to spend on
You
each
guys
one?
are technically already live.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're already streaming. I'm just trying to find the live feed. Play it. Okay. What are we doing? We're just
I'm
kind of.
gonna do a Batman.
I don't want to both two Batmans. You guys are on YouTube, right? Oh, yeah? Okay. Hello, everyone. We're already live. It's the Paint Brothers, Tony Moy and Daniel Govar. They're doing what you're watching on YouTube right now, and also Facebook, is them doing a sketch right now. I don't know what they're doing. It's the surprise. So keep with us. They'll be talking here and there, but other than that, looks like they're already underway. Thanks for tuning in, and we're just going to let this go. I'm going to find a good PA mic so we can announce this inside. Hold on.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. So we're just kind of waiting for.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people can't hear us talk out here, right?
Yeah, you guys can't hear us over the thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of. So
can you see anything? You can see stuff up there. All right.
Stuff.
All right. Come on.
I realized I walked off with the mic all of you want. I've been sitting here yelling in the other room, walking around.
I'm like, where's the audio, man?
Here's your audio. That was me.
Thank you, AJ. So the paint girls are over here doing a combined paint watercolor painting. It's on YouTube right now. If you walk around the show. It is also on our Facebook page live. So everything's up and going. I'm going to leave this PA mic to these guys and see if they want to talk.
Will it go through this?
That one's going.
This is
That's for YouTube and Facebook. This one's inside the building. So,
is there any way to stabilize that?
Is there a mic stand?
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. Something.
Here, you want to? Hello, everybody. Here. I can't do that at the same time. Hold it.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tony Moy. I'm a watercolorist and comic artist. Happy to be here at All Seas. We're doing a watercolor demo. See, we're going to start off with a little speed paint. I've worked on a variety of, just a little introduction. I've worked on a variety of projects. I've done some stuff in Marvel Snap. Done some covers for and comic work for X-Files and D&D and TMNT cover. We currently have a secret project with a small company called Disney. But right now we're going to start off with a quick little speed paint to get us in the mood. My compatriot goes by the name of Daniel Govar, and do his introduction.
Hey everybody, my name is Daniel Govar. I'm an illustrator. Most of the work I do is for Star Wars. I do interiors for graphic novels and covers. I also do fantasy novels, covers, and interior plates. Currently, I'm doing a set for Topps for Star Wars. That's I'm basically painting the entire Star Wars universe, all the characters, and ships, and vehicles, and creatures, and some of the background scenes and settings. As soon as we get everything kind of set up here, which we're almost done with, Tony and I are going to start what we like to call dueling pianos, but with watercolor. Right now, these are speed paintings. They're super fast. I'm doing Batman, and it looks like Tony's doing a possibly Poison Ivy.
And so if you want to join us, once we kind of get into the second stage of this, we'll be painting some things based on audience suggestions and things like that. So if you're roaming around and you want to see the magic happen and want to see your favorite character be brought to life, feel free to come by the stage and have a seat and watch some of this magic happen.
Note that we give these away.
And also, all the work that we do here on stage will be given away. So if you want to walk away with a piece of original art, but it will be given away to someone who's actually in the seats in the audience.
Nice.
So please stick around and come by. Because we'd love to help you get home with a piece of original art. And we're setting up a nice little mic stand here so we can.
All right. Why don't you hand me that one for a minute and get that all set up?
All right.
Just dropped a giant glob of paint and I just went with it. I couldn't have even planned that to hit where it did.
You turn it on. The problem is this thing is not made for this microphone, so
Angle it a little bit.
There you go.
So it still falls down.
And then you guys can go back and forth if you want. Let's get this.
Hello, can you hear me?
Good.
Testing. Oh, there you go. All right. And if you guys have any questions, please do come by and sit in the audience here. We'll be opening it up to a Q&A as well as we paint.
Actually, we should just say you should ask questions.
Yeah. And actually, if you have any questions and you are here, feel free to ask or raise your hand, and we'll have someone maybe come by and.
You can yell it.
Or you can yell it. We're used to being yelled at.
How was the watercolor tour done? You guys been, how many stops have you guys had?
This is our fifth convention. Yeah. This is our fifth convention in 5 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys are tired.
Yeah. Who likes Batman? One guy. One guy.
Who likes sexy green ladies? One guy.
Yeah. Yeah, but he doesn't want to admit it. Yeah.
All right, looks like we're gonna have a Batman in the rain with a lightning bolt to give away.
And a poison ivy and the flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a question here. Do we do all of our covers in watercolor?
Yes.
And-
we both work traditional for everything.
Yeah.
We should really put this in the middle.
But
Yeah.
we have to
I
keep
know.
reading, so we would
Well,
have
this
to
way I
slide
don't
it.
have to steal it.
Yeah, you can steal it, and then you can go with it.
Yeah. Yeah, we both do. Oh, you're right.
I
It just
told you.
doesn't have much range, does
Yeah.
it? Yeah. We both do watercolors and traditional art for all covers. We do some digital work, but not. It's usually just cleanup.
So you scan it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. After you scan it in, and if you work with a lot of watercolors, we recommend a nice scanner meant for art, because so many of the little nuances of watercolor can get lost if you don't have a good scanner. And then you just kind of clean it up. Sometimes there are some splashes or textures that need to be adjusted.
We'll get back.
But usually, Dan, when you after you scan it in, how much time do you spend like fixing it up? Not too much, right?
I would say I maybe spend about 30 minutes to an hour max.
Yeah.
Usually it's adjusting levels. So make sure the brightness and darkness is there. Make sure your whites are white. Your blacks are black. Cleaning up dust that might have gone into the scan bed.
Yeah.
I have dogs. Make sure my dog hair isn't in there. It's the little things. Yeah.
Are there any skills or learning you feel have really changed your watercolor?
Have there been any key skills or extra learnings that have affected our watercolor? There was in the beginning when I was doing watercolor, one of the things I would do is look towards people currently in comics who did watercolor. You have Dustin Nguyen, David Nax, and Kevich, a lot of these amazing watercolorists. But
Charles Vess.
Charles Vess.
Yeah.
One of the biggest jumps for me was when I actually looked outside of the comic world. Right, there's a lot of amazing watercolors that have stood the test of time, right, in museums and all over the world. And so, actually looking and spending time, like looking at Sargent, Turner, Winslow Homer, and some of these amazing watercolorists, even though they don't do superheroes and optic blasts and things like that, I gained so much from looking at how they interpreted light, how they interpreted form, and that was probably one of the biggest jumps in how I've sort of approached watercolor, was kind of looking at old school masters outside of the things that I like to do, right? And so, how about you, Dan?
Pretty much the same. I never really studied comic art as much, so mine was always more of a traditional method. I always studied more like Da Vinci, and, the masters like Rembrandt, masters of light. That's the stuff that I loved. But yeah.
Those are my displays. So if you come to me afterwards, I will get you one from the back and sign it off. So if you can let her know. Yeah. Those are displays.
Are you guys there tomorrow?
Yes.
I'll be back tomorrow. I'll just go exchange it back. I'll tell her what's
Oh,
going on.
okay, yeah, because
So
I have a stamp.
Okay.
And I don't have that right here.
I'll go to buy this. I'll buy them tomorrow. You should buy that book. Do you have the book here, Tony?
Yes, we'll probably talk about that when we get to this.
Okay.
I'm gonna use your water.
Yeah. Steal my water. All right. I'm having a
One of the hurdles that we run into is your elevation is so much higher.
I was literally about to say, I'm
I
waiting
know.
for it to dry.
So we keep waiting for things to dry, and it takes forever for things to dry. Normally, it's almost instantaneous for us. I'm from Florida, so I'm at 60 feet above sea level.
Yeah.
You guys are like 3,000 feet above sea level, and yeah, very different.
We were, Dan and I were just talking, making the observation earlier. We travel a lot. We just in the past few weeks have been from Seattle to some humidity in
Orlando,
and then Chicago, and now here in Denver, Mile High. But we've also done artwork in like South Africa, and I've been to like Abu Dhabi and deserts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And one of the challenges that we've actually run across is having to adapt how we approach paintings in different places because of elevation, humidity. You know, you paint in deserts and the water evaporates too fast, right? You're like, I didn't have time to blend it. Or, you know, you're in Florida in the summer, and the humidity prevents everything and it affects the paper too, where the paper just starts to absorb the humidity in the air because the paper that we use is cotton, which is great for watercolor, but it's a fabric. It'll absorb. There was actually one time my air conditioner unit went out, and I had to wait a few weeks to get my air conditioner repaired. And I noticed just painting, like all my paper that I would have around the studio started just being damp, like from the humidity. And so I actually stored my paper in the refrigerator during that time.
Is there anything you each do really different from the other?
Everything.
Okay.
One of us makes good art, and the other
is named Tony.
What about as far as like approach, like the way you might start or finish?
I mean, I start differently with every piece. Like, I don't have a method. I start.
What was the question?
Right.
Because we gotta go.
What's something that we approach? How do we approach pieces differently? Every piece I do there's no recipe. It depends. Usually I start with something where the light is hitting, and I kind of define where that light source is. And then from there, I kind of go to where the shadows are and how the shadows are built up. But sometimes, it's a piece that doesn't really have that kind of extreme or dramatic lighting. And if that's the case, it's, I'll worry more about the details of whatever I'm trying to illustrate. And then worry about the lighting second. So it changes.
Yeah. It does change a little bit depending on how fast you're like doing these speed paintings. My approach is a little bit different. In general, one of the things I try to be more consistent on, especially with more complex pieces, is painting the light, focusing on the light and the shadow first. What is the color of your light, which is a very common way to approach it. Most of the times it's a warm yellow, right? But it can be dark, cool reds or pink or anything else. And then you define a color for the shadows. And so I work with like 2 colors, maybe a third color for most of the painting before I get into some of the other colors and details that are in there. But it helps me lock down a lot of the structure with just simple color palette before I get too lost, right? With a palette like this, I have 39 colors on this travel palette. Dan has even more, right? And so
it's easy sometimes just potentially to get, if you don't go in with a plan, to kind of get, you know,
Lost in the details.
lost in all the colors and options, right? That's a good question. Thank you. All right.
There we go. Tony, how did you get your start?
I got my start by accident. I was always going to conventions with friends. I art for a good while was just a hobby. I worked in technology, and instead of staring at computer screens all day, I decided to and at night after playing video games and things like that, I was like, okay, let me get back into art a little bit and just to shift my eyes away from staring at screens. And I thought it was just going to be a hobby for the longest time. But luckily, I had a lot of friends who were more confident in me than I was. And they kind of kept on pushing me to get a table at a show. They told me, you know. And so my first show was more of an effort to kind of shut them up. I was like, I'm not as good as all these amazing artists. I'm not that, you know, I'm just doing this for fun. And finally I was like, okay, I'm going to do this just to show you that I'm going to fail. But unfortunately, people liked my art. And then one show became 2 shows, became 4 shows. And soon all of my PTO, all my time off, evaporated, and I was
realized you're using my paper.
You put it in front of me.
I did. That was more for lining up.
Oh, okay.
Give me my tablet back.
But yeah, and at some point I realized that I would have to make a decision because I was using up all my time off, traveling to all these shows, and I wasn't taking any time off for myself. So
yeah,
that's kind of that's how I got my start. Dan,
So-
how do you get your start?
Oh, I'll tell you that in a second.
Damn it!
Yeah. So what kind of thing would you guys like us to see paint?
Give some options.
All right, options. Superheroes,
Villains.
villains, fantasy creatures,
Movies.
movies. No,
No movies.
no, because then they're gonna want likenesses, and nobody wants to do that live.
Daredevil.
So we got a
Turtles.
Daredevil, Spider-Man, Rick and Morty again. Damn. I know. Turtles, SpongeBob. Oh man.
All right, we got a couple.
Yeah, Tony will tackle that, no problem. He's all about SpongeBob. Anything else? We're gonna try and tackle almost all of these. Right?
He wins.
You're killing me. All right. I'm gonna tackle Star Wars first, just so it's out of the way.
You want to tackle that, and I tackle a different one?
Yeah, you tackle SpongeBob.
No.
Go. It's all you. How did I get my start? I won a bet. A friend of mine bet me that I couldn't win a contest that DC Comics put on that was sort of like American Idol for comic books. And it's called Zuda. And 10 comics went up against each other, and the public voted for their favorite. And I ended up winning the contest. And DC offered a contract, and it was super popular. It got renewed. I did another season of it, and then started getting cover work from Marvel and different publishers, and kind of snowballed. Yeah, they say in comics that your first job is the hardest. After that, it really is the case. Getting your first gig is always the toughest, and everyone has a completely different story about how that happened. But then after that, I mean, you get to know all the editors, you get to know all the people in the industry, and it's pretty easy to get work afterwards. As long as you are one of 3 things: really talented, really punctual, or really personable. and
Pick
you can do 2 of the 3, but you can't do all 3. Something has to be sacrificed. So yeah,
Can I take it?
yeah, you can take a peek at it.
Can I take it?
No, you cannot take it. What we will do
We'll
is
auction it
the
off.
people at the very end that are here, we basically will
We'll figure out some way to-
we'll figure out a way.
We'll figure out a way to get it to you. It'll be
Like what-
random.
yeah, like when's your birthday, and then we'll be like that one's yours. Yeah. Okay. Next one.
So you are doing
I'm doing
something
Star Wars. Great. Is that my paper?
No, you want yours?
I do. I'm down to like three sheets.
Yeah.
Okay. Star Wars. New Star Wars, old Star Wars. Always old. Oh. What, you don't like loft cats? Those are cool.
There's some new stuff.
Okay. Dragons. I like where your head's at, man. I like where your head's at. One guy says dragons. Let's see. Star Wars, man.
Why is no one going to say World War II soldiers?
Yeah.
The Bears, Iceman.
You like Boba Fett? Boba Fett? All right.
Yeah.
I can do Boba Fett.
Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. How long are we giving ourselves for this one?
20 minutes.
20 minutes? Okay. Well, in that case, let's take
Max. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna do something on a time. You know what's really weird is
What?
Yeah. What's really tough about this is we usually draw at angles that are like eye line,
Yeah.
and we're drawing angled, so everything might be stretched out. I'm sure that Batman looks really tall.
Yeah.
Thing with like the tables.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like looking at it this way. So it's like the Star Wars text crawl. Yeah, it goes off into space.
Normally you're circle.
Yeah. No, normally you want it angled up
Yeah.
so that it's perpendicular
Yeah.
or parallel to your
Face.
face.
Yeah.
Right. You get those artist tables that you can always angle them up and stuff like that. That's why, because otherwise you have this inadvertent perspective that happens.
Table or it's kind of like a little
Like literally, sometimes when I'm on the go, I just put a to-go box underneath what I'm doing and just like rest my tablet on it. It doesn't need to be much, but yeah.
Who's your favorite Star Wars character? Vader? Did you say Vader?
Why is it not Boba Fett?
Yeah.
Oh, he likes Boba Fett.
Thank God. Yeah.
like Mace Windu.
Oh yeah, yeah. The only one with the purple lightsaber. Yeah.
That was part of his the purple lightsaber for Mace Windu was part of his contract, right?
No.
No? It was like, I have to have something different?
Yeah, there's literally video of when he asked on the set.
Oh, yeah?
He hadn't actually lit a lightsaber yet, and he had already done a couple scenes, and he was asking George, like, so what color is my lightsaber? He goes, we thought it was going to be like green or maybe blue. And he goes, can I get a purple one? And he goes, I think we can make that happen. And there's video of it. Yeah. On the side of it, it says bad in effort.
It's bad one. Oh, bad MF.
Yeah.
If you had to pick another medium besides a watercolor, what would you do?
Cry. Cry. No, I do ink, pencil, watercolor, acrylic, kitchen sink, gouache. I think oil is the only thing I don't touch, and it's just messy. Takes too long to dry. Annoying. Yeah, oil is the only one I don't go.
For me, when I first started breaking out of pen and ink, I used to just want to be a comic book penciler, inker kind of a person, artist. I actually tried a variety of mediums, color pencil, Copics, you know, take your pick. I had trouble with a lot of those mediums. The last one I tried actually was watercolor. And so the other mediums just didn't vibe with how my mind tried to problem solve. So that was watercolors was thankfully something that made sense to my mind, which probably says a lot about me than the watercolors. But yeah, so if I guess I had to, it would probably be oils if I had to, but that's just because I see a lot of amazing oil painters out there. All right. Let's see here.
You did the easiest one, bro.
I did.
The easiest
You
one.
told me we were going to do like 20 minutes. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll take the easiest one. You chose.
I didn't chose. It was chosen for me.
No, yeah. Led into it.
Yeah. You're so, yeah. Easiest one.
Yeah, I don't know. Mandalorian,
I'm not drawing Mandalorian.
Boba, not that much further up the scale.
Oh. Tony's gonna draw you a Boba Fett next. Money, mouth, go.
Got it.
I'll do a what is that? Leonardo or I'll do Raphael.
That's Raphael.
Okay, I'll do Leonardo. I don't remember which one's which. It's the bandana color.
How do you not know which bandana color is which? Someone's going to be losing their nerd card.
That's right. Yeah. They also really didn't look the same.
They did look the same. They're all black. It was initially it started off black and white.
Turtles.
Are there any graphic novels you wish more people would read?
Yes. Many. Yes, many.
What's the question?
Are there any graphic novels you wish people had read? Mouse. Yeah. I wish a lot more people read that. Let's see. Pride of Baghdad. Pride of Baghdad. Another amazing one if you haven't read it.
About lions, right?
Story about lions. Yeah. But yeah, it's moving. Won Eisner Awards. So Bone. It's another great one. There's a ton. I mean, yeah. And that's a loaded question.
I'll toss one in if you haven't, especially with everything that's happening right now. In
Stephanie's book.
I was gonna say Persepolis is
Yeah.
actually a really good one.
Monstrous.
Monstrous is another. But I think with both of those, Monstrous and Persepolis,
Yeah.
with everything happening now in the world and on the news and stuff like that, will help you gain a
Perspective.
That you might not have had before, or at least
Yeah.
a better appreciation of what's happening.
Yeah. It's one of the cool things about graphic novels is it really having a visual medium. You're not conjuring images in your head the same way as a novel. Graphic novels, you have a visual to reference, and a lot of times the writer is the artist. And if that's the case, it's like a singular vision that you're it's just bombarded with. And especially those biographical stories, like some of the ones we just mentioned, those are they're heavy.
Yeah.
They're hard to read sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a heavy question. You can probably go do a full podcast just on graphic novels and what you should read on that. I got to work drier.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Just because
I almost ran my hand through everything.
All right. What's the time? 1:40. So it's 1:40 now, and so what? We're going the whole stream. We're going until 2:30.
Yeah. So we'll wrap this one up soon, and then move on to.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank
man.
you. When you were a kid, what was a title that young you would have loved to see you do?
X-Men.
Is it X-Men?
Yeah.
What was it? What was your favorite issue? Storyline? X-Men.
Mutant Massacre.
It was a good one.
Yeah, that was definitely my favorite X-Men storyline.
Mutant Massacre. Yeah. That was really good.
It was, yeah. The whole time I'm looking at this Boba Fett reference, my 10-year-old son is blowing up my phone with Instagram posts. Very distracting. It's just like home.
Kid, just give me a moment of peace.
Yeah. It's probably about Legos or something. Nope, One Piece. Great. It's like the only thing I haven't worked on.
All right.
Need a little more time, but not much. Boba Fett's really complicated. Draw another turtle. What's the next thing we're going to draw? Talk about that.
Well, I was leaving some of the Marvel stuff that we heard as the one we're going to probably spend a little bit more time on.
What did we hear?
I heard Daredevil. We heard Spider-Man.
All right.
There's another one I can't remember off the top of my head.
I can do that. I'll do Daredevil because I've seen it.
All right. What was that? Is it hard being on the road all the time?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. 100%. It asked if it's hard being on the road all the time. Yes. I miss my dogs a lot. And when I come home from every con, my dogs destroy me.
Notice he said dogs before family and son and everyone else who said dogs.
Yeah, everyone can relate.
You're live on YouTube now, Dan.
Yeah. They don't watch. They don't watch. It's safe. Yeah.
The hardest part of being on the road, I'm luckily at home. The only thing I have to really take care of and my only responsibilities are a couple of plants. But it is hard trying to juggle deadlines on the road and working remotely if you can, and working in the airports just to kind of get things done in time. All right.
Is it on live auction over here?
One of the fun things, if you're able to see what we're doing up here with watercolor, is that so many, Dan and I are just having completely different approaches right now. I'm being very haphazard. Dan's kind of being more controlling than I am. And there is no one right way either.
Thanks, man. Let's see here.
The brush I'm using is a Asian calligraphy brush.
Actually, we both are.
Yeah, we both are. We find these are great if you're working quick because you can kind of flatten it and get a wide brush stroke really quick, or you can kind of sharpen it up and it comes to a very, very nice point and it holds a lot of water. The one caveat, unless you go real nice with it and find some that are professionally and handmade and stuff like that, is that they do tend to fall apart easier than other brushes.
There we go.
All right. Anyone else have any questions? If anyone's watching on YouTube, if there's any questions from the YouTube audience.
How would you know?
I wouldn't. I would be hoping that someone would be watching it and could read it out to us.
Yeah. All right. I'm in the home stretch. And then
Oh, you're just doing the helmet.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. I'm kidding. Just
the helmet. All right. Well, if you want
just doing the head.
I am not. I have to have a bust. I have a bit of the chest.
Just the helmet. Real. Is that ochre? That's that weird.
All right.
All right. I think I'm there.
All right. So what is that? That's about 20-25 minutes.
Okay. 25 minutes. And sign.
Hey.
Couldn't see who you painted it.
You could? Oh, over there. Poison ivy.
Well, I'm married to red. I can attest to that.
Oh, it's all delayed.
Yeah, it is delayed. Yeah, that's a YouTube delay.
Oh, huh. Weird.
No,
Yeah.
it's so much color.
It's so wet. It's like
I'm on using the Facebook one now. YouTube.
Oh, YouTube is late. The Facebook looks okay.
Facebook's also, they also do a 15-second delay.
Oh, okay.
all right. So what's next?
I think we're going to do heroes and villains or something like that. So if anyone has any suggestions, but right now the options are, we had Spider-Man get shout out, we had Daredevil.
I think Dark Side.
Spider-Man, Daredevil,
We had Dr. Doom.
Doctor Doom.
Heroes. I would think like an old school Captain Marvel.
Captain
Old
Marvel.
school Cap.
What was that?
Kite Man.
Okay.
Kite Man in the
Don't
Q2.
know. I don't know Kite Man.
Kite Man literally has a kite behind him.
Hard pass, man. Hard pass.
He was on the
Maybe I'll do
Harley
I'll do
Quinn.
Doom.
Human Torch.
Oh, I'll do Torch.
You want to do
You understand? Human Torch for us is easy.
Yeah.
That's not a hard one. That's like phoning it in. I'll do that.
Dan likes phoning it in.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do two. Haha. I'll do Doom and possibly Human Torch.
Doom and possibly Human Torch.
Possibly.
All right. We can do-
That's phoning it in.
yeah, I can do Wolverine.
All right. Doom. What does Doom look like?
There's so many versions of Doom.
I'll see you, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dr. Doom.
All right. All right. Do we have do we have tickets that we can hand out to do like a little drawing for?
We could do it with the guys.
Yeah, if we do that, or people who are here. I refer to people who are here having an extra chance. All right. Where'd my pencil go? All right.
Does anyone know what color eyes Dr. Doom has?
Purple. All right. All right. What's a topic that you guys want us to kind of banter about? Sometimes when we do this on our
industry,
we talk about the industry or getting started. There's a variety of sort of general topics in the comic book world or art world. If anyone out there has any subject matters, let us know.
it's lost. All right, here we go.
Okay.
These may be some of our best pieces we've done.
Yeah. Normally we have to work pretty quickly. Most panels and most conventions give us about 45 minutes to do a handful. So luckily here, they give us like an hour and a half.
almost don't even have to look at anything anymore. Just do it.
Sometimes.
Depends on the figure.
Sometimes it depends on the character. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to look up Boba Fett. He's really particular. Yeah. And I've actually drawn him a lot, so I should know, but it's hard.
All right. So one of the things that I'm doing right now is just laying down two basic colors. I'm breaking down the colors for the shadow. And then just a little bit of a cool, keep it cool in the background color right now. Just to help create some form.
Hey.
Being relatively loose about it. And I'm going to let this dry a bit so that I can work on some details.
Hey, how's it going, man? You have any questions? Okay.
No questions.
My kind of kid.
All right. Let's get a bit of this.
You guys ever use Photoshop to fix your mistakes?
Yes. Yes. With Star Wars, so I just did a movie poster for The Mandalorian and Grogu, and yeah. With Lucasfilm, you get a lot of different editors, and they change all the time. And I had a new batch of editors come in, and man, they were brutal. It's like Cara Dune doesn't look like Cara Dune, and it just went on and on about each character not looking quite right. And I was like, I've never gotten this feedback before. Like this is weird. And my editor was like, sorry about this. Like this is just what they. Yeah, it's like a new batch came in. I don't know what to tell you, man. So yeah, Photoshop to the rescue. Yeah, it's rare though. I mean, most of the time, I only touch it for like maybe 30 minutes to an hour. And it's just for leveling things out and cleaning things up.
Mostly if you're working for professionally for other companies, that's when the Photoshop probably happens more. Most of the time when we're just doing stuff for ourselves, or for a cover, let's say it's just a cover and we get full say on it. Most of the time, if there are any mistakes or errors, we can make those fixes because we're making the final creative choice. But when you're trying to achieve someone else's creative vision, like, yeah, there are, no matter how many steps you take in the beginning, you always end up having to tweak a few things.
Yeah. Likeness stuff is a big deal, especially when you're doing stuff that's on model. So that's usually where I have to make edits sometimes.
I'm going to put this to the side, see if I can get it to dry before I do the details on that one.
What are the two we're doing?
Well, you were doing Doom, right? And maybe a Human Torch.
Right.
I'm going to do Spider-Man and Daredevil. Anyone see the new Daredevil season?
So far.
I've been wanting to. I haven't seen it. I saw
the
first season. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. It's better than I expected.
Lots of bones breaking.
Yes.
That's what I like to hear. One of the things when I approach drawings and pencils before the paint comes on, I don't need to figure out all the final details. It's just as long as I have some confidence on where the main markers for the anatomy need to go. Once I'm happy with that, I figure out a lot during the process.
What do you mean by markers?
Markers, Dan just said, what do you mean by markers? For me, markers are like, are the eyes in the right place? Are the nose in the right place? Is the head tilt correct?
Yeah.
Do I have a center line? Is that where I want it to be? Right. And then also in my head, I'm just thinking about lighting. Like, okay, where's my light going to be coming from? So I have an idea. So that's what I mean. Often when people get started with watercolors, the first things they do are landscapes. And the great thing about that, if you want to start with watercolors, do landscapes, is that the anatomy of a tree can pretty much be kind of flexible, right? No one's going to tell you that a branch is off or a leaf is too large or too small, but they'll tell you that if an eye is too large or too small, or if the hand is off or something like that. So starting off with landscapes would just give you a really good idea on how watercolor works and get a feel for it and all that fun stuff.
Do you ever change your style depending on the
No. No.
Always stay true.
Yeah, I mean, they hire you for your style. There have been times that I've had to do like an animated. I do a lot of cards for Topps, and with Lucasfilm stuff, they have properties that are animated, properties that are live action. They're all over the place, and they even have kid properties that are like even like more animated. And the one thing that I hate is that sometimes they'll ask me to do one of their animated properties that is just really not my style. But I have to adhere to the style guide of the animated stuff. So I have to kind of do a weird version of animated and realistic, which always looks weird. I've had to do it a couple times, but yeah, I don't enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll piggyback off of that. Usually they want you, or we do have a few friends who are incredibly talented and gifted and have multiple styles. But these are styles they enjoy doing. They're not changing it. Some have an animated style versus a highly detailed one or a realistic one.
Yeah.
And those are conversations that you'll have with your AD or art director. But for the most part, try to stay authentic to how you approach a painting. And I think the biggest thing starting off is to figure out what your process is, right? Because then that allows you to be consistent. Consistency is probably one of the most important things if you're doing professional work, to be consistent with what you are comfortable with. Yeah, absolutely. Good question.
Have you already started on your other one?
Yeah, I have two, but they're drying. I'm switching back and forth because we talked about earlier, just waiting for things to dry at this elevation.
Yeah.
Hey. So okay.
Oh yeah, no worries.
See you guys tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so I have a Daredevil kind of started here. Gonna have to wait for things here to dry
I
as
know,
well.
I'm hitting that point too.
You mentioned earlier, what's the biggest difference with the elevation?
Waiting for things to dry.
Drying time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quicker or
Slower.
slower?
Yeah. Yeah. The other issues are pins. because of the elevation, all the pressure in our pin cartridges make everything erupt. So when we open up the caps on our pins, they just fountain out. We've made so many messes so far here. It's crazy, especially flying because you have to be even higher. Denver is the one airport that I'm like, oh man, I got to take everything out, make sure that it's all like locked up. And, and I mean, it's like literally, this thing when I opened it was a nightmare. I looked like I got into a fight with an octopus and I lost.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to let this dry now. So so one of the tactics for dealing with long dry times is to work on multiple pieces at once. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
Me too. How much time do we have?
We have about 25 minutes, I think.
Okay.
Right? We have until, huh?
Let me drop them all.
What was that?
Oh.
I can do the dragon.
He's
Definitely
really
came to
good
the
at
right
dragon.
place. Yeah.
Well, we got two here that I'm going back and forth with, so I don't know if I'll be able to fit in a third.
I'll do a dragon.
You will.
What is it? What's his name again?
Shenlong? Is that the dragon's name?
Shenlong, right? Yeah.
I'm going to switch to a smaller brush.
That's easy. Or Shenron.
All right. So one of the things to consider right now, even though I'm doing this Spider-Man, I have a lot of purple in here, but I'm going to go over it with some oranges and reds. And what we're going to see, and one of the fun things with watercolor, is that it works in layers and transparent layers, which sometimes makes it more difficult to handle because your very first wash will always have an effect on the very last wash that you put. But also, you can create a lot more gradients and approaches if you're kind of confident with what you're putting down. And you don't have to worry too much about finding every exact shade in a gradient. So
I have another question, you guys don't mind.
no, go for it.
Any advice for either somebody who's older or younger to start doing illustration?
Start.
Yeah, start.
I love how we had the same response.
There is no there is no getting ready to, right? You Mr. Miyagi, you either do or you don't, right? So what the challenge sometimes is just being consistent with it, right? Because if you only do it once or twice a month, you forget as much in between, right? And so one of the common exercises that I did when I was first starting, I had the day job and I'm tired and everything else like that after work, is one, I started waking up early. Get an extra half hour, an hour while you're having your coffee in the morning, right? Focus on that. And two,
Get rid of this.
I had a 10-minute rule. Every day, I was going to find 10 minutes in my day to sit down and draw or sketch or put paint on a piece of paper. It didn't really matter how constructive or effective that was. It was just a matter of doing it, right? And at the end of those 10 minutes, if I was extremely exhausted, if I was not feeling it, you know what? It's okay to walk away and go and binge some Netflix, play some video games or whatever. But if you felt like going a little bit longer, let yourself go a little bit longer. And most of the time, you'll find that your 10-minute minimum is 15 minutes, is 20 minutes, is a half hour, right? And you do a half hour in a week, you know, that's 3 hours, right? In a month, you know, that's about 12 hours, right? And you multiply that in a year, you're 150 hours. So that all adds up. So consistency, I would say, is probably it, no matter how large or small. Just like working out, right? It's you can't just work out at the beginning of the month and the end of the month.
Yeah,
You gotta be consistent.
gains. Yeah, yeah. Your gains happen like in between. So
I'm asking because when I was in high school, I was really into character design and I wanted to do that for a living.
yeah,
And then the world kind of made me that shit.
yeah.
And I became a graphic designer. So
I hate that. I hate it. We both came from other jobs, so we both were creative directors in media firms and hired people like you, and got to the point that we just missed painting and drawing, and both quit our ridiculously well-paid jobs for less well-paying jobs.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we both are now making about the same amount, if not more than we were. But our one regret is that we didn't like do or make that change sooner. Like we talk about it a lot. We're just like, I wish I had done it 10 years earlier. That'd have been amazing.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's one of those you know.
We learn things that other people.
Yeah, it's a double-sided, double-edged sword, right? I would have loved to have started this career a lot earlier in my life. However, in my other careers in life, I have learned so many skills that make this job easier, right? Going in
Business.
and on business level, going in and negotiating 7-figure contracts now makes it. I'm very calm and easy when I have to do a $5,000 contract, a $10,000 contract. That's okay. I got it. It's nothing, right? Being able to have those different voices, whether in knowing how business people work, art directors work, to being creative on our end.
Yeah. Being able to speak in front of people.
Oh yeah.
You know, we're used to doing it because we had to do it in front of boardrooms and CEOs and things like that.
I taught college for a while.
Being articulate, personable. These are things that a lot of times artists really lack. Like not being able to talk to people is probably the biggest. It's crazy. At conventions especially, people will come up to the table and they're so used to being in their own heads, and it's tough sometimes. Yeah, we kind of want to train some of our friends. They're amazing artists, but man, they lack social skills.
I mean, I feel for the younger generation of the people who are early on in their journey, because you're told as an artist, practice. Art is a solitary endeavor, right? Go in the corner, practice your art, put your heart and soul into it, and then when you're ready, put it out in public, right? And not only put it out in public, but hey, if people critique it and don't like it or give you some bad word, don't take it personally, even though you just put your heart and soul and however many years of your life in a dark little corner learning your craft. And then on top of that, nowadays, hey, can you be a personality too?
Yeah.
I've avoided everyone so I can work on this and get.
Entertain me.
Entertain me. Draw something really quick on screen, on live, on YouTube, in front of a panel. Right?
Thank you for doing that.
oh yeah, you're welcome.
Draw me a dragon. So you tell me.
Yeah, draw me a dragon. Oh, okay, I'll draw you a dragon.
So you're telling me quit my day job and then become...
So my path, I started doing conventions on a whim, but it was I would take some time off. I had the day job for a while, and it wasn't until a bit later on where I was like taking most of my time off to do shows. And we were both flying back on Monday mornings right into meetings, right?
That was rough.
It was really rough. But there came a point where I was like, hey, I either need to get ready to do this full time or not. And so I set some goals, right? And hey, within 2 years, if I hit these goals, I'm going to make that decision because this is not doable and sustainable in the long term. And so 2 years of leading a double life occurred, and then I made the decision. For me, it was 2019. I left the day job, and that was the first year I could do this full time.
Yeah, that's when Tony came out as Spider-Man.
You guys have agents, or you guys negotiate?
Yeah, yes and no. Like I have an art rep who sells work that I've done to private collectors. So I do a lot of originals for Star Wars, and he will, right after I finish something, he'll be like, "Hey, can you hurry up and send me a scan of that? I want to send it to somebody." So yes and no. He doesn't get me jobs. My jobs all come through mostly word of mouth. Like I got one, funny enough, here for a cover for somebody. They have been following me online for a while, and they're like, I've been waiting for a moment that you come to Denver again. So yeah, I mean it happens kind of organically.
Put yourself in places where people can find you.
Yeah, tribe. Fuck tribe.
So like
Yeah.
it's tricky to feel like, hey, I'm going to put it online and everyone can find me. Right?
15-minute warning.
Yeah. It's important. A lot of my jobs came because I came to conventions. Right? That's where people can find me. That's where the people who like what I do are going to be there. And some of my jobs have come because an art director walked by and was like, hey, I like your stuff. Would you ever consider doing this cover for doing some artwork for Marvel Snap? I was like, yeah, sure. Give me your email. Okay, bye. I'll talk to you. Okay. So be in the places. And in order to sustain that, you got to find people who approach this part of your career, this part of your lifestyle like you. I'm somewhat lucky to have found someone who has the same drive and motivations and goals that I do.
Yeah, we have a lot of friends that someone mentioned on our recent post, like you guys have a really good tribe, and I agree. You find people that have like-minded goals, that are diligent, that work hard, that are successful, and you kind of want to hang around them more. It's funny, we go to a lot of conventions, and we room with like 4 or 5 artists on the regular that we have in a private chat that we're occasionally, we'll trade stories, we'll trade techniques, things that we learned. Like, hey, if you go here, definitely have dinner at this place. It's amazing. Or if you go here, make sure that you order prints from this place. This guy he really does an amazing job, and that way you don't have to travel with your prints. Random stuff. But having people that, always have your back, that share your stuff online, that's huge. When Tony has a project that's coming out, I'll tweet it everywhere. Same for me.
Or vice versa. We've also gotten gigs where like, hey, I can't do this right now. I'm too swamped.
Right.
I know this other guy. He's really good. Check him. Right.
Yeah.
And I've done that for Dan. He's done that for me. We've done that for a variety of our friends. And word of mouth and a vote of confidence go a long way. Right? And there's so many people who are hot now, quote unquote, that when I met them and when we first started,
They were nobodies.
they weren't really anybody's, but because I recognized the similar drive, similar approach to how to deal with fans or
You're thinking of John,
conventions.
aren't you?
I am, and now he's one of the hottest cover artists out there.
Yeah. But we knew he was amazing well before then.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
we can see behind the scenes.
Yeah. We have one friend in particular who's kind of an A-list cover artist right now for Marvel and DC. Every time he does a new book, it's like
And
it
Tyler
sells.
Walpole, same way.
Tyler's the
Same way.
So yeah, we like watching our friends' stars rising. It's fun. Yeah.
What's John's quote? A rising tide lifts all ships.
Sinks all ships. No, but the other day we were at, was it C2E2? Yeah. We were both taking on tons of commissions for people at the show. And this one couple came up, and they weren't a couple, it was a brother and sister. And they came to Tony and they were like, can you draw our pet dog? He's old and elderly, and we want to remember, before the end. And he goes, I could, but the guy right here next to me, like, he does animals like crazy, and he loves dogs. So you definitely want to have him do it. So yeah, but it's like, hey Tony, or hey Dan, can you draw me something anime? No, but Tony really can.
Is that normal where artists come up, become friends, or just beyond themselves and just?
No, I think it's normal. I mean, we compete, but we don't compete, I guess is the best way to put it. So there are people that are going to always seek Tony's style. There are people that are always going to seek my style. But, sometimes they co-meet, sometimes they don't. You never know.
No. I think it's very easy early on because it is such an individual thing, and we're always looking outwards for inspiration to compare yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And be like, oh, am I, because the big question when we first start off is, am I good enough yet? You want to know.
Yeah.
Am I good enough yet? Even not like imposter syndrome and all that stuff. Am I good enough? I'm going to compare myself to everyone I see that's doing what I want. And it's easy to get in that thing of it's a competition. But at some level, some stage, there's enough art out there for anyone. And it stops becoming a competition and it starts becoming, I root for my friends to do well, right? And so I think depends on what stage you're at. In the beginning, hey, it might be. But once you become more confident in what you're doing, more solidified and like, hey, I'm okay, right? Especially when I was doing it in the beginning, like I had a day job. I didn't have to worry about the paycheck. I had a lot of my friends that I made. This was their paycheck. This is how they paid things. And once you kind of take that extra level, like the competition disappears and you find friends. You had a question, little Grogu? What technique do I use? I use crouching tiger technique with a swan. No.
Wow.
The hidden tiger.
My technique, I feel it changes all the time. It's less important about the precise techniques. There are like little ones, but it's more important to think about what the end result is going to be sometimes. How you get there is part of the journey. There's lots of little techniques, and the more you learn, the more tools are in your toolbox. Your goal as an artist is to gain all these little techniques and tools and know when to use them. This is a hammer. This is when I need to use it. This is a screwdriver. This is how I use that. Right? That's a good question.
Yeah. One of the things that I always say is like you probably don't know who Greg Manchester is. He's an older artist, an amazing painter, and he can paint like all of the things that we painted on stage here. He can do all of them in like half the time.
Yeah. That's what we're aiming for.
And we have this. I always think that the oldest artist is probably going to be the better artist because they've had years to train themselves in their own style, figure everything out. Like you only get better. Yeah. So. How much time do we have left?
Like 5 minutes.
Okay, I can do
so
that.
So we should start to think about how we're going to give these away.
I have a dragon that I don't know. How close are you?
I mean, this is all very loose, so
Yeah,
we can do whatever.
I'm close to. I'm a little further away on Doom now, so I'm gonna switch to that.
Yeah. These were just so very wet. It was hard to lock down. But I am going to sneak in a little marker.
Cheater.
All right.
Done it the whole time.
You've been doing it the whole time.
Yeah.
Right now I'm using a little Sharpie marker because we're going to be finishing up here. And so we'll be giving these pieces away. And then if you want to find some of our other artwork, we're right in the other room to the left. But right now I'm going to kind of get some of these details. Yes? No, we're going to be at our table, so you can find us after the raffle. They're going to do an auction up here for some amazing collector's items, and so you'll be able to support Rise, I believe, is the.
No, that's tomorrow.
We're only going to be doing that during this panel. So
over.
Once we get to our table, we'll be selling some of our art and doing that kind of that stuff. But yeah, come talk to us. Maybe we'll see. All right, let's see here.
Okay.
All right. All right, we got the Spider-Man. We got ourselves about a couple minutes. Did we ever get tickets to do a giveaway at all?
Everybody?
Well, you what?
I've already passed them out.
Oh, you passed them out to everybody?
One more to go.
Okay. If you do another round, if you're sitting here and you haven't gotten a ticket, please come up here and make sure you get a ticket. And we're going to be selecting some winners. The first winner will choose from whatever we have up there. The second winner will choose from the remainder of what's left. So good luck to the first. And if you're
May the odds be
may
ever
be in your favor.
Hearing that echo in there is hilarious.
There you go. All right, where do we choose the tickets from? Are you choosing them for us?
Huh?
Are you choosing them for us? The tickets, yeah. All right.
Nope.
Oh no, I don't want that responsibility. You can break the hearts. You can break the hearts.
Well, that's amazing.
Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't break the heart of a child.
Oh, I'll try not to.
Wow.
I got,
You just keep playing with those heartstrings. I love it. Of course you are.
Something for your dad. She's trying to get something for her dad.
oh, you
Yeah, my dad likes Star Wars and there's a Mandalorian.
What do we got? 3, 4, 5,
Yeah, how many pieces do we have?
6,
Yeah.
7.
And then I was going to ask you about that. And you were going
We'll
to like, come up your here again.
Yeah.
You guys to make Grogu.
Grogu. He's really good at it.
I am.
I couldn't tell. I had no idea.
Just made a little girl squeal.
You don't have the ticket anymore? Oh, there you go. There you go. All right, let's pull the first ticket.
Yep.
Right. Good luck, everybody.
That's tickets.
3.1415.
The last three are 183.
Hi.
183.
Got it? Come on up.
There you got the first winner.
So first winner gets to pick.
So you get to pick. We have turtles. We have poison ivy. Some things that are still wet and drying.
Shenron.
A Boba Fett that is that a young girl is trying to get for her father.
This Shenron, which is in the death throes of being done.
It was so close to mine. It's like
You know this one? Let me sign it for you. Give me a second. Let me sign it for you, and then
Nice. That's a good choice.
Daredevil, first to go.
did you get the whole notebook if you got Daredevil?
Yeah, they were shaking their head because they wanted.
Oh yeah. All right.
You heard him. He's like, I'm gonna take it.
All right. Can I have a picture of you holding it?
I'm through a lot of paper here.
Thank you so much. Please enjoy. Come by and say hi to Tim.
Next.
Next.
All right. Ticket number 185.
I'm packing up as we go.
Two
Anybody?
numbers. Two numbers.
185. You.
Oh, yay.
Take pictures of these.
Right. What, is it just pick whatever they
Yeah, pick whatever's left.
Serious?
Yep. I'm signing these right now.
Gosh, these are so sweet.
want? What's that? Yeah, I will do that right now.
I'll do that right
This is
now.
it right here.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
That was hard.
I know. They're
Number
so sweet.
186.
I'm gonna get Spider-Man for my kid.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Thanks, guys.
Two of mine have gone before yours. Just
I'm
saying.
okay with it. I'm okay with it.
All right, who's next?
I'm more impressed
Oh,
that
can I
we
have a
did
picture of you
four.
holding it? Spidey.
Four and a half. It's not
How
bad.
you doing, man? Good to see you, man. I like how you just roll.
Speak what? Oh man. Well, there's more. They haven't called them all.
Oh yeah, thank you. Can I have a picture of you holding it?
They have a bunch to call.
You guys do this that fast.
Thank you so much.
I really can't. Shocking.
Number 181.
Oh, there you go.
Oh boy.
I wonder which one he's gonna get.
Nice, nice.
I like think about it.
I'm a turtle guy, but this dragon is badass.
It is.
Yeah.
Shoot.
It's that big booklet.
I'm gonna go for the turtle.
Turtle.
And I add it to my collection.
I love
Oh,
it.
can I have a picture of you holding it?
Yes.
Came
Try
up
to
again.
pick it up.
186? No? How about the minute?
Thank you so much,
Oh,
man.
thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Oh,
Thank
thanks,
you
man.
so much.
You too.
You need a second. Thank you. Next up.
Pick mine next.
Yours next. 182.
For her dad.
Oh, there you go.
You take my ticket, I'll take yours. Because I feel bad.
You want to guarantee it?
Yeah, I want to guarantee that she gets this one.
That's awesome.
One day I'll have that. One day. Now,
184.
now you're stuck with this guy. What's that?
184. 184.
Grumpy Batman.
Thank you.
Grumpy wet Batman.
Thank you.
Oh, you're gonna break that little girl's card.
187.
Shameless.
Get in line there. Give me a ticket.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Take care of it.
Oh yeah.
He's got it in there.
All right.
Okay. I have one to pick. Look how nice.
She was holding it for you.
Okay, you pick which one you want.
Which one were you leaning?
I was gonna go drive it.
I did. I was gonna go.
Nice job. Next question.
Everything looks great.
Everything worked out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wanted your eyes.
Oh.
oh sweet. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's the way. I tried. Get up.
I love,
You got more coming too.
I love this man. I can't believe you guys could do this so fast. It's like a magic trick.
I always feel like super like. Oh, let me get a picture of you holding that one.
Oh yeah, all of yours.
I just realized it's
That's true. I have your other one.
I was like, wait a second. Awesome.
And you're doing it while you're talking, which is kind of like, again, it's like a magic.
We're going to wrap this up, guys. Thank you for tuning in, all that you have tuned in. We're going to get ready for the live auction now, so stay tuned. We're going to be back with you here in a little while. Halsey signing out from the Collector Showcase at Arapahoe County Fairgrounds. That was Tony Moy and Daniel Govar, the Paint Brothers, and they are here as you walk in. If you walk in the middle entrance, they're in the vendor side, south side of the building, right on against the wall there as you walk in. So you can find both those guys there. They do some amazing work. Thank you for tuning in. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Really